Let's take a look at each task individually, starting with Task 1, General Training, GT. If you are sitting the academic test, you can skip to the next section. The Task 1, Writing Exercise, for the IELTS General Training Test, is a letter. The topics are centered around everyday situations, and usually require you to request or convey information, express thanks, or make a suggestion or complaint in writing. The question will outline a situation in 2 sentences, and then ask you to write a letter to, with 3 bullet points that you must cover in your letter. It's important that you cover each of the bullet points. And don't forget to state the reason you are writing the letter. Take a minute or 2 to make a quick plan before you start writing. This isn't time wasted, as it allows you to fully focus on writing once your plan is done. Here are some example, Task 1, General Training questions, to give you an idea of the different scenarios often covered. This is a Task 1, complaint letter. Let's read it together. It says, you recently bought a piece of equipment for your kitchen, but it did not work. You phoned the shop, but no action was taken. The Task 1 General Writing questions always follow this format. 2 sentences describing a scenario, followed by 3 bullet-pointed task requirements. In this case, write a letter to the shop manager to describe the problem, explain what happened, and say what you want the manager to do. It's a very closely followed format. Here is an example of the type of quick plan you might make for this question. Now that you've done all of the imagination work, you can begin to write your letter. Stick to the plan, and write in paragraphs. 1 paragraph per point is fine. 150 words isn't a whole lot. Each paragraph only needs to be 2 or 3 sentences long. Start with, I am writing to complain about, and take it from there. This is a Task 1 letter, to inform, or provide information. Take a look. You have a full-time job, and are also doing a part-time, evening course. That means studying a few times a week, at night time. You now find that you cannot continue the course. The question asks you to write to the course tutor to describe your situation, explain why you can't continue with the evening course, and say what action you want to take. Here's a quick plan example. Now that you have your ideas down, on paper, you can start writing. Start with, "I am writing to inform you." And go from there. This is an example of a Task 1 request letter. Read it through now. You need to explain why you need to take time off work. Say how much time you need off. And suggest to your manager how your absence from work could be covered. Grab a piece of paper and a pen, and have a go at writing out a quick plan for yourself. Practice using your imagination, and have a little fun with it. But don't get too carried away. Here are the 4 content points to think about. I'll give you 2 minutes. Feel free to put me on pause if you need a little longer. So, how did you do? As you can see, the Task 1 general training letters require you to use a little bit of imagination. But the questions always adhere to a rigid format. With practice and persistence, you'll crack it.